Alright, so today we'll be fighting Hypostasis, and the reason why this guide is coming out on my alt account, and because it's so late, is because, well, I heard from leaks that the next Abyss rotation will have Hypostasis in it, alongside Hypostasis, which, by the way, is one of the easiest bosses in the game, so don't worry about that. And Hypostasis is no different. If anything, it kind of reminds me of the difficulty of the old Hypostasis, where it gives you very little time to do damage to it, and it's just like 4 or 5 moves on repeat, which is actually very easy. So, if you want to do this free to play, Amber and Kaya will be your friend for defeating the mechanical parts of the fight. And Traveler, along with Noelle, will be doing most of the damage to the boss itself. But Amber and Kaya will make your life a lot easier when it comes to dealing with the stuff that you need to kill, or like at least poof, when the boss is trying to heal itself, or perhaps even trying to revive itself. So, anyway, the gear that I have is not very good, considering my crit ratios and all that aren't that great. You can tell that I have a lot of work to do when it comes to creating these characters, considering none of them are over level of 70. Weapons are also not a really big deal, I would say. Festering Desire is here. Not everyone has it, but it's not very high level, so yeah, it's not too bad. Slingshot Amber, White Blind, and Fillet Blade on my respective characters. Artifact sets are all garbage. You can definitely tell that all of them are not leveled, so don't worry about it. You'll probably do a lot more damage than me, especially when it comes to the talents and all that. So let's just begin the fight. And don't forget that you can also eat food. Considering that I'm actually a little bit underpowered, I'm going to eat a little bit of food. It's not too much, but it'll help make the video a little bit shorter so you guys don't waste time watching me do the same things over and over again. Anyway, you can start with Amber, shoot it, because you actually are at an advantage if you can see where the orbs are going, because every time the boss fight begins, you'll have this healer slime, and then this walking landmine, which by the way you don't need to do, just walk up to it and walk away. Because even if you, destroy it, it'll explode anyway, so you might as well just not waste the effort, because you don't need to. If you use Amber on it though, you can one-hit evaporate it, just like with Kaya, you can one-hit freeze it. So here you can see that you can do some damage to it. And notice how little time I had to actually do the damage. So this would be a very reoccurring theme. Also, if you saw those particles go in a big circle swirl, this is what the move will do, and if you are not careful, you'll get one shot. Because those things do a lot of damage to you. It is actually not funny. Alright, so he'll probably do 1 or 2 more moves before diving into the middle and doing his big damage phase. But over here, he's just gonna turn in some dolphins, and if he hits you with when he turns the dolphins, you get 5 prima gems. It's actually pretty cool. Alright. He should be going to the middle now. There you go. Okay, cool. Now here is when dolphins start spawning underneath you, which is actually really annoying. Because, have you noticed it knocks you onto my feet? So this is why Noelle is here, because sometimes the game is not friendly to you and actually will hit you with a dolphin underneath you. So just use Noelle's shield. It actually helps quite a lot. And after this middle damage phase, most likely what he will do is go and spawn in the bubbles again, like the beginning of the fight. Okay, there you go. Cool. And you just kind of rinse and repeat. So here you have 2 more. Same thing. And by the way, what I was saying earlier, you can one-shot evaporate this guy. There you go. And here you can see how he gives this little orb. If that thing reaches the boss, he'll heal it. And if you see it turn into this Beyblade thing, this is where it's kind of the most annoying part of the fight, is because it spawns bubbles that not only entrap you but damages you. Let me show you.
Leave it all to me.
See? It's kind of like a Hydro Abyss Mage's thing.
Terra smash. Dodge this.
So in order to quickly deal with him, just be sure to properly. Oh, I almost died there. Just be sure to know where the boss is at all times, and just sort of keep an eye on where your feet are. And here we go, the swirly thing again, just rains more puddles on me. So really, it's nothing new. It's just the same mechanics over and over again. So it really isn't that big of a deal. It's just, you know, you have little time to do the actual damage. Also, if you're next to it, you'll probably turn into a manta ray. I can show you right now. I'll just stay next to it in front of it. Come on, hit me. Come on. See? And it also gives you a free damage phase, although very short. And I think that's literally all the all the moves in the fight. I'm not even kidding. So again, just vaporize that one, and this one, just freeze.
Freeze.
You can stay next to it for some free health if you want. And it'll probably just go into the middle again and do its another damage phase. And of course, if you want, use Noelle and tank all the damage with her shield. But if you don't have a built Noelle, just be careful that your shield will actually go down. See how it already disappeared? I got fucked. Look, I'm taking damage now.
Terra smash.
Anyway, ouch. So here, this is the revival phase. So Amber or Kaya will come in handy here. You can two-shot evaporate one, and you'll have time. You can use Kaya and freeze one, and they'll die. Or you can just literally activate burst and stand still. And there you go. You can literally just walk around with this thing on and just like freeze them as well with Kaya if you really want to. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not that hard of a fight. It's not that hard of a fight, but it's just really tedious. Although it looks very pretty, I'll give it that. And of course, in this massive arena, it looks really cool. But considering it's going to be an Abyss, well, it's Abyss. So yeah, that's about it. My friend SunWei did a very good guide on it as well. That's where I learned the whole like one-hit jump, one-hit jump, one-hit jump thing with the damage phase in the middle. But otherwise, he just uses double pyro. I don't. I care to have Noelle on the team because I want to have alternate methods while I'm doing this because I didn't have enough damage so I could show off enough moves and alternate methods of defeating the boss. So otherwise, I think that's about it. So yeah, anyone that's fighting this in Abyss or maybe in the overworld will probably have someone that have like better pyro output in terms of like critting, so like maybe D-Luke, and of course Amber with Amos Bow or Slingshot if you want to, like I do. It's just that I personally like using Geo-Traveler because he's kind of an underrated character, really. And yeah, that's about it. Good luck fighting the fight. If you're doing for Kokomi mats, good luck. And if you're doing Abyss, I hope you get 9 stars.
Solidify! Time for retribution!